everyone, welcome to another video of programming in C. So today's topic is do while loop, which is third type of loop in C. Previously we have seen while loop and for loop, and now it's time for third type of loop which we have in C, that is do while loop. So what are the topic which we are going to cover in this video? Let us first see what is do while loop, then looping basis, then we will see the example using do while loop. So what is do while loop? So remember one thing, that the difference between while loop and do while loop is nothing. Just this, the only difference is the writing position of loop condition and the checking of loop condition. Other than these two difference, there is no difference between do while loop and while loop. We can say do while loop is a type of while loop. Do while loop is a type of while loop where in the first iteration of the loop condition is not checked. The loop condition not checked. After the first iteration, the loop condition will be checked. If at that time the loop condition is false, then the loop will be terminated. Otherwise, it will go for second iteration. You can see here the flow chart. It's tell that it first execute the code block. After executing the code block, it will check the condition. If that condition is false, then it will come out the loop. If not, it will again go to the code block. And here in red color, it is the syntax for do while loop. We have to write do. After do, under it, start the curly braces and the curly braces, and within the curly braces we have to write the statement or statements whichever we want to execute. At the end of the curly braces, we will write while condition semicolon. Fine. So this is the syntax for do while loop, and it's very easy to write any program in do while loop as similar to while loop. Fine. And the only difference is the first iteration is done. It will execute the statement first, then it will check the condition. Fine. So the main drawback of do while loop is if your condition is not satisfying, your loop condition is not satisfying, then also first iteration, that means a single execution of that particular loop will be done. Fine. So let us go to loop basis. So see here the loop basis, as I told, we need some primary things for any loop. We need initialization, loop body, loop condition, loop controller. So the positions are same as in while loop. Before the beginning of before the writing of while, we have to initialize it. Similarly, before writing the do while loop, we have to initialize it. After initialization, write do. Then within the curly braces of do, we have to write the loop body and the loop controller. And at the end of that means at the side of ending curly braces, we will write while loop condition. Fine. If the condition is true, then it will go for the second iteration. Otherwise, the first iteration of the loop is compulsory. The only difference between while and do while. Fine. So let us now see example. So the same program which we are doing from last two loops also, writing your name 10 times and printing number from 1 to 10. We will see how this problem statement can be solved using do while loop. Let us go. So let us now see how do while is written. So as I told you earlier, we have to write do, starting curly braces, ending curly braces, and within this we have to write the statements, and here we will write while condition at last semicolon. So this is how the do while loop is written. So our first problem statement is to solve the problem statement that how to print name 10 times. So we can write here do. So before that we need initialization. We can take I is equal to 1. So printf name bracket n or semicolon curly braces end while I less than 10. So why I have written y less than I less than 10? Because at the time of checking of, sorry, there is a mistake, sorry, let me write again. Okay, so here we have to write I plus plus while I less than 10. So why I am writing I less than 10? Because at the time of checking of that particular loop condition, already one iteration or already once the name has been written. That means we have to print the name from 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And 1 it is already written. So while the condition is being checked in this particular do while loop, the I value is increased from 1 to 2. Fine. So or else if we can write like this also. If we initialize the I value with 0, then we can write I less than equal to 10. I less than equal to 10. That means it will check iteration up to 10. Fine. So similarly, instead of writing your name, just write %d and I, print the value of I and initialize the I value with 1. We can print the number from 1 to 10. Fine. So let us now go to the compiler and see how it is written and compiled and how the output will come. Okay. So here we are in our compiler. Our compiler name is dev C++, as I already mentioned you, and you will get the download link in the description area. So in this dev C++, so I have written the first problem solution using do while loop, that to print name 10 times. So here you can see hash include std.h, which is our header file or preprocessor command. Then main. After main, I have taken only one variable, which is I, and I have initialized the I value using 1. Fine. Then in the part of do while loop, do, and within the curly braces of the do while do, I have written printf name. After that, I have incremented the value of I. Then at the end of do curly braces, I have written while I less than equal to 10. That means the value of I until it is 10 or equal to 10, it will execute. So when it is executed in the first time, if if your condition is false, it will print your name once. It is compulsory because the codes are executed. After executing the statements inside the after executing the loop body, it will show you, it will check the condition, and the condition will come false, then it will go out to the loop. Let us first check with that valid condition whether it is printing 10 times name or not. So this is the program we will compile here. Yes, compilation is done. Close it. Then at the output window or run window, we will see whether it is giving 10 times the name or not. So let us count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Yes, it's printing my name 10 times. That means the logic or the loop is working correctly. So let us now write a loop condition which will be false at first time only and see what it is printing. So instead of writing this, let me write I equal to 10. I equal to 10. Then compile it. So what the answer will come? The answer will come, the name will be printed only one time. It is the answer according to the theory. It is the answer. The answer is that the name will be printed only one time. Fine. Let us see. So close this window and run it. In run window, see. The names are being printed. It's infinite time. That means this loop will never end because the I value is 1 and I am checking I equal to 10. That means it will always true. So close it. Right here equal to 10. Compile it. Run it. See the answer. The condition I equal to 10 is false. That means the loop shouldn't be started. But as it is do while loop, it will execute the statements which are inside the curly braces of the do once. After that, it will check the condition. That is why the name will be printed only one time. After printing your name one time, it is checking the condition whether the loop condition is true or false. If it is false, then the loop is terminated and our name is printed only one time. Fine. If the condition will be true, then it will again print your name or the loop will be continue. Fine. So this is the do while loop, and the next the next program or the next problem statement, I printing the numbers 10 times. Just replace the printf with your name, with name your name to %d and I. It will print the I value. So 1 to 10 will be printed. So where the do while is applicable, see, from my personal point of view, many more programmers use while loop and for loop as a basic loop. They can very easily write the loops using while loop and for loop. But writing a do while loop little bit complex because the loop body or the statements which are written inside the loop will be executed only one time. Will be executed first. Then it will check the condition. So in some scenarios it will very difficult, or it will give some unexpected outputs if you execute those statements once also. If although the condition was false, but you are executing those statements, that means it will show some anomaly in the result, or the result will be some different value. The result will be biased or whatever may be. Fine. So using of do while loop is very rare. In rare to rare condition, do while loop is used for coding. So where it can use, so if scenario is that we have to execute it, then only we will check the condition, then we can use do while loop. Fine. You can see we can tell the process like that. That means you are filling up the form. After filling up the form, when you submit in counter, the person who is sitting in counter is telling that this form is invalid. Fine. That means once for first time the statements will be executed. Fine. So depending on the scenario, we can use do while loop. It is not a big deal. We cannot write it. Yes, we can write it. Also, all the programs which we are written in while loop and for loop can be converted into do while loop. It's not a big deal. So the thing is that if you are writing for loop, then write in for loop. Do all the loops in for loop. If you are good in while loop, do all the loops in while loop. But don't mix while loop and for loop. Fine. Whatever may be loop you are using, use a single loop. There are some conditions, there are some situations, or there are some solutions which are not, or which cannot be done in while loop but done in for loop. Those we have to remember that, and we have to apply for loop for those solutions. Fine. So for this, by this we have completed all three loops. We completed while loop, we completed the for loop and do while loop. And from next video, we have a concept known as function from C. And if you remember, already I have told so many things about functions, which is known as library functions. That means in C we have some by default functions which are given by us, given by this developer of the C program to us to do some write solutions in this. Apart from that, as a user or as a program, as a user, we can define our own functions. Those are known as user defined functions. Those are known as user defined functions. So in next class we will see user defined function. So the thing is that for we have to you have to write all the programs, or try to write all the programs which are written in while loop in do while loop. Okay, so at last there is a concept known as nested. So in previous videos we have seen nested if concept. Similarly, there is a concept also nested loop concept. If you are using loop within a loop, it's a nested loop. Fine. So till the next video, do like and share my video, subscribe my channel. Have any query, just comment me. Thank you.